Morning, guys. This is Dakota back with another live stream. Today is July 29th, 2021, Thursday, and it's time to get into the live stream. If this is your first time hopping on, every single weekday at 7 a.m. I hop on the charts and hop on YouTube and go over a few charts that I'm actually paying attention to and any charts that are requested in the live stream. All you gotta do is type it in the live chat, and I'll be sure to go over it before the call-ins. Also answer any questions that you have there. All I ask, all you gotta do is hit the like button to just show support, and if you want to keep up with future videos, go ahead and hit subscribe. Okay, let's get to it. Let's actually bring up the charts from yesterday. I think this would be just a more visual way of reviewing instead of just looking straight at the chart. At least on the live stream. Where is gold and US30? Oh, I didn't send anything new out because they're the same. Except for US30, I had a sell set up there, which looks like I didn't send it out. That's a shame. Alright, so starting with UJ. UJ got this break of the trend line on the 1 hour time frame. Had an impulse and correction here for this sell setup and looked for price to continue down. And then the next setup that I was looking for is price to correct up to this level and give me a selling opportunity there. So let's go to that. On the 1 hour time frame, so here was our trend line. Here's the impulse break. Here's the correction after that, and then here's the continuation. Price corrected all the way up to the zone and got that entry yesterday for price to come down. Now the first time price gave me the entry, when news came out, was it FOMC or I know there was news before FOMC too that made the market move pretty volatile, at least US bears. But price moved volatile with that news, and hit my stop loss for that initial entry. Another entry came and I went ahead, took it, and looked for price to continue to push down. Now price is struggling to break this level. I'm not interested in taking the selling opportunity here. I'd prefer to see just price either play this out or not, and just gonna have to wait for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that, do a full markup, start on the monthly time frame, and I will hush for this. If you guys have any questions about the markup, go ahead and ask and I'll be sure to explain it. I'll completely unmute myself while marking up once I go over requested pairs and when I start going over gold, US30, and Bitcoin. Uh, struggling to reply to this message. Give me 1 second. Sure, that's fine. All right. There we go. Okay, so they made an update where you can only like replying creates a completely new thread now. Which actually that's actually dope. Archive after inactivity for do 24 hours. Create that. Okay, that's cool. All right, US 30 or my bad, Euro USD. Euro USD looking for this correction, looking for buying opportunity. The first buying opportunity came off the 50 Fibonacci level, and my bad. Let me explain this a little bit further. Have a descending channel here on a higher time frame, and got a few opportunities here. First opportunity for an entry came here, which I was not able to get in on. Impulse up correction, and then look for that continuation before the break of this, but I wasn't able to get in on that. Got an impulse here and a correction here, and then looking for this buying opportunity here off the 50 Fibonacci level. Price came down to that level, gave me the buying opportunity. It actually went all the way down to 61.8 before giving me that, which I'll show you guys right now. Here in this area, and price even went lower, right? So after my entry, price spiked down again to stop me out, and it actually shot down before news even came out, or at least the major news that sent USD moving pretty fast. But I'm happy with everything I did with that trade. One thing that I could have done better is the zone placement. There is a zone here on the 30-minute time frame, which I decided to skip because it was just too far down for me, and I went down to the 15 to define the zone. Right up here in this area. I actually chose this area on the stream. Okay, let's do the full markup here. Starting on the monthly, gonna go ahead, box price in, and then update the thread. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here on the markup. So have an impulse here, waiting on a correction down to this level. Now price hasn't finished this push up yet, but we are losing some momentum there. Need price to start making some moves down in order to completely define this level. But just looking for a correction and then looking for a possible buying opportunity up to that level that I have drawn up there. Which now that price is actually broken out, that is pretty likely. Like I said, after initially after trend line breaks, I like to see like the 38.2 50 FIB levels be touched for an entry area, and then after that I start looking for deeper retracements. But 38.2 prime after a trend line break, at least for me, what I've seen. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set alert here and see if that goes off. Whoa, okay, cool. EURUSD, create that new thread. I guess I don't have to even put EURUSD anymore. I can actually, yeah, let me do it this way. All right, next dollar Swiss or EURJPY. Next EURJPY. So sales here. Initial sell was closed. This sell entry I actually took here, but we'll see if and it actually ended up hitting SL, right? So both these, this one was closed, this one hit SL, and prices continue to scale up above this trend line. So the move for me is invalidated. I won't be taking the sell anymore. You have a possible head and shoulders here. We'll check out the chart to see if that's still true. It is not. Yeah, so I'm not looking for the sell anymore. Price hasn't completely invalidated selling opportunities, and price hasn't completely set up buying opportunities, at least from what I'm seeing right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the full markup and see if I change that analysis at all. But definitely won't be trading this today, at least. Have a downtrend there. Let's draw it on the daily time frame. If we connect the bodies, we have this as a break on the 4-hour. Well, it hasn't completely closed, but regardless, it overshoots it a bit. So I need a solid impulsive break. I need an aggressive break. Okay, go ahead to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame still have this impulsive move, and Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna force anything. Like, I still see this as corrective. I just don't like it at all. And my entry level was right here. Now, in order for me to start buying, or 100% start buying, if this high is broken, okay, so not completely sure what I want to do here. This is what's going through my mind. You have this correction, this corrective move, and the pattern still, it's still within the pattern, at least to me, right? And you have a possible selling opportunity at this point. I wouldn't enter here personally. Again, I like it at that level, and that level's been overshot, so I won't be taking that sell at all. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, an impulsive move has been made on this after the break of the trend line, and you can wait for a possible correction to this level and look for a buy. But it's very weak compared to the impulse that we have on the 4 hour time frame, which higher time frame trumps all. And like in this scenario, I wouldn't touch the pair. I'd wait for a cleaner setup, because I can't extend the trend line because I haven't had a major push off this point yet. I'm not going to take this buying opportunity because the impulse isn't strong enough for me. Yeah, it's just not a setup worth going for me. So that's where I'm going to stop at. And let's go to the next pair. AUDUSD. So AUDUSD earlier this week, have an impulse here, got a correction here, and two levels that we're looking to actually buy at, or to sell at. Jeez, my fault. Two areas I'm looking for possible selling opportunities at: this level here, and then another level right here at this area if price decides to push up higher. So right now price is consolidating at that current area and looking for selling opportunities from that point. Now let's check it out. Now price broke our trend line initially, but then it came back up and it's just pushed it up a little bit further. Now that it's pushed up further, I'd like it to push all the way up to this area. In this situation, I mean, you do have room for a fake out, so price could just push up just above the zone, our entry zone, and then push down. But this is the area that I actually like price to come to for that selling opportunity. I haven't taken any trade on this pair yet. This is actually the setup that I prefer for price to get all the way up to this level. I know, yeah, there's a lot of news coming out today, or at least few news, one major, that could give us that push beforehand. So that's something to watch out for. If we just draw this parallel, yeah, we'll see. So safety entry, you can wait for the break of this and then enter on the break or the close of that candle. I still really like that setup for at least my prime, like my prime setup or my prime entry. So I'll continue to wait for that. We'll see if it happens or not. But nothing's changed on this pretty much. So no need to draw anything new, or no need to send anything new out on that. But let's exit that out. Let's go to dollar Swiss. Nope, that's your USD. Did we go over the wrong one earlier? We already went over UJ. We already went over EURJPY. We just did that one. 1 hour. 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 1 hour We haven't done dollar Swiss. Which I didn't send anything out for because it's the same markup. It's the same thing. Okay, so for EURJPY, have the strong impulse here on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at this large thing as a correction and looking for it to come down to the 50 Fibonacci level and looking for a buying opportunity there. If price breaks that level, the next area I'm looking to buy at is here. Potentially, right? It depends how price gets to that level. It's not just if price gets there, just enter. Had to wait for confirmations. So let's go to EURUSD or dollar Swiss. On dollar Swiss, price made it to the zone, made it to that level, and as I said before, like we got a few selling opportunities in there. If you took it, great. Hope you made some profit on those trades. And here, now the price is at the level, we have a potential to buy here. If we go down to a lower time frame, I like to see how price has actually approached it. Now, to me, it's obviously lost momentum here, but that's not a descending channel for me. On a lower time frame, it's definitely a descending channel for a possible short-term reversal. But this is more so like a possible bearish flag could form in the situation. And in order to actually enter for this buy, I need an aggressive bullish candle to tell me these are really small bullish candles. I need the candle to show up on the 30-minute. These are really small bullish candles and not really any real confirmation to enter for this buy right now. So what that means is I'm going to continue to wait. I have to continue to wait. Now here on the 4-hour, let's say I missed this buying opportunity. There's a trend line here. I can wait for a break of the trend line, look for a correction on the 1-hour time frame, and look for a buy. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, so nothing going on here. Same thing, same thing. Next pair is gold. So gold, looking for a buy off this level. If price broke this level or broke this zone, looking for an impulse in the correction on the 4-hour time frame. But as long as price is above this area, just going to continue looking for buys. The safety entry is to wait for a break of the trend line and a correction and a buying opportunity on, I believe we said the 15-minute time frame. And then if you're interested in the high risk opportunity, you could enter at the bottom of the zone or like at the zone as price is in the zone. So let's see what happens. XAUUSD. Okay, it looks like we got our buying opportunity. Let's go down to the 1 hour. So this is where we started. Right after that, there's an impulse here. There's a correction opportunity there, but it's under the trend line, so I wouldn't be taking that because there was no break of the trend line. Price came back down to the level for another opportunity to enter. Gave us an impulse and gave us a slight pullback there. Let's see if it actually happened on the 15-minute time frame. It did happen on the 15-minute time frame. So this would have been the opportunity to enter for that buy. And obviously prices started to push up. Let's go to the 1 hour. Price has pushed up 315 pips so far. So now just waiting for price to first hit this level. I'm going to be checking out to see if price gives us a rejection at that level or price continues to push through. You see my target ultimately is this area, but this is the first target that we have to get past. It's the first area that we have to get past. Alright, if price gets past this area, definitely look for targets at this zone and we'll take everything at that point. It would be interesting to take partials here. We'll just label it TP1, TP2. Okay. Let's go. Now let's go to US30, which US30 is right below. Which this is an old markup. It didn't send all the markup that we did yesterday, but we'll just go ahead and review it. My stuff should still be on there. My lines should still be on there, which they are. Okay, this looks like I did it on the 15. Okay, we were about here, because this is about 7. Okay, so got an impulse here, correction here, impulse here, correction here, looking for price to scale up to this level, and then looking for a sell to the bottom of the range preferably. And this is pretty much what happened. Price came to that area. Now at this area I was looking for I said to look for a reversal candle on the 15-minute time frame. We got that right there, so that's an opportunity to enter for a sell. Stops could be just above this high here, and price played out there. And here's actually another selling opportunity that came. Price played out all the way to targets, and where is price now? Right back at this zone up here. Now potentially it could reject and come back down again, but I don't really see that happening. Okay, so this is how we're going to play this. If price breaks this trend line, look for a correction and then look for a sell back down to the bottom, or at least this area here. If price breaks above this zone, looking for a correction and looking for price to continue up, pushing past this area. I want to see price break out to new highs. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. That's pretty much it on US30. Now, what did we catch on US30? We caught 2,294 or 229 points. All right. And then finally, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I didn't really like this setup here. Price gave us a nice little uptrend on lower time frame, but we got this impulse, got this correction, got another impulse, and I said possibly wait for a correction on the 15-minute time frame and look for a possible buy. As I looked to the left, I noticed that we had a resistance area here, and price hadn't fully breaking this high yet. It hasn't impulsively breaking the high yet. So instead of taking this buying opportunity, I said I prefer price to just continue pushing up and then wait for a larger correction here. If price does break this trend line here, I would look for a, was it a daily or 4-hour correction? It was a higher time frame correction for a longer term buy setup that I'm actually looking for. I believe it's the daily because we have a descending channel on that up here. Okay, let's first look at what happened. So price broke out above, price came back down impulsively, so there's never a setup for that buy. Should have never been taken if it got to that level, or when it got to that level. Price just consolidating at this high here. Let's go to a daily. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and delete everything because that was just a mess. Alright, we got the descending channel here, or we can just say consolidation here at this level and look for price to continue pushing up. Have a strong impulsive move up and knock out that high real quick. I should have this level a bit lower right there. Okay, cool. So we have this impulsive push up to the top of this range. If price is going to continue up, I'd like to see a bullish flag form here, and then price push up impulsively, get into this range. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour, we can draw some tight trend lines. I'm just gonna stick with what's recent up at the. Actually, I can't do that because we don't have a push off this level yet. So I'm gonna start it all the way at the bottom here. Go down to the 1-hour. Few possibilities. That's unfortunate. I don't think I've ever shared this on YouTube before, but when I was heavy into Bitcoin, I used a different strategy for it, to just based off levels, and I would find 3 levels. I found about 4 levels. I usually found 3, but ideally it was 2 levels above, 2 levels below to look for a buy and sells, and using Fibonacci. So. And I really like that. There was nothing wrong with it. It just found something that fit me better, and that I could fully understand. And I actually tested. That one I didn't really test. I just said, oh, here's the strategy, let me just do it. Alright, so all that to say, this level I'd like price to come down to. Now, if price comes down to it, before breaking that trend line, it had to come down impulsively. I need to see price come down anyway. With how price is reacting to this level, I don't like the buy setup in this area to just push up. Like some type of movement to this zone, then possibly push. that doesn't happen, we could just wait for a break at the trend line, look for a correction, and look for price to come down correctively again on the daily time frame. Right? Yep. We need to find something here, which that looks good. Yeah, that looks really good. I'm actually looking to sell this at a certain level too. Yeah, we'll get to that if some breaks come. I'll talk about that if breaks come. All right. No updates on the requested pairs. We have AUD and ZD. Which price is pushed up? Our sub never came. Hasn't come yet. Would this still be valid is the question. If possibly an expanding triangle could form, coming down to that level for a buy, possibly. We'll see. But other than that, nothing's changed there. What was the other requested pair? CAD-JPY and also pound dollar. Which I got an alert for pound dollar this morning. So I was looking for price to come down to this level. Price is taking off already, so wouldn't be looking for that anymore. So that trade is invalidated. Price is made all the way to targets. Now how it's made it to targets is not good for that sell. So I'll wait for a break of the trend line, look for a correction. But the buys never came to our zones, so there was no entries for that either. Other than that, the threads are updated with everything that had any changes to it: dollar, yen, euro, dollar, gold, US30, and Bitcoin. So those are all the pairs I'm going to be going over today. Looks like there are no requested pairs and no questions today. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, please go ahead, hit the like button, show support. Also, if you want to keep up with future videos, hit subscribe. And I will catch you guys later.